there's our 15th win. We got a... Hey! It's a Legion Lieutenant. Although, I already had 4 of those. So... I thought you couldn't get dupes from the unique cards. That's not a problem. Ooh, Watery Grave. I like that land. And a Crackling Drake. Pretty sure I already have 4 of those too. A lot of these are dupes. And that's a bit of a bummer. That's okay. Let's keep going. Golgari mid-range in the Heezy. We're not playing aggro. We might have to switch to aggro if things get a little bit crazy. But for now, this is going pretty well. See how far that goes for us. Okay, we got some slow mana, we've got some elves. I could conceivably play Doom Whisperer turn 3. That seems good. So we're gonna try to get that Doom Whisperer out on turn 3. Opponent could easily counter it by turn 3, but we're actually gonna bring this in, pay the 2 life, gonna bring in our elves here. Thought Erasure is going to take out the Doom Whisperer. Or maybe the elves. Probably the Doom Whisperer. Weird. I classify that as weird. Because next turn I can play Doom Whisperer. Are they just gonna counter it? Counter's fine. Moment of Craving, okay. So they took care of that problem. Well, if I take care of that problem, I mean they delayed it by a turn. So instead of a turn 3 Doom Whisperer, a turn 4 Doom Whisperer. Unless they take out my other elves. But if they do, that's still card advantage for me. Alright, I draw 2 cards here. I don't feel bad about that at all. But look, it's more elves. And another land. Alright. Memorial to Folly. Oof. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And elves. Next turn. Okay, turn 5 Doom Whisperer. All they've been doing, they haven't actually been making any progress. They've kind of just been delaying my Doom Whisperer. We're going to bring it in here. Wait for the counter. No counter. Okay, that's why. If they didn't have the counter, why didn't they just remove it from my hand when they had the chance? With Thought Erasure, that's fine. I'm going to Surveil here. Yeah, I like Viv. I don't need to go Gate. It's slow mana. That's fine. I'll take Viv. Swing in. Okay, so now my opponent knows I've got a Viv coming. So they're probably going to want to save any counter they have for that. Although they didn't counter Doom Tyrant. They're Doom Whisperer, so I don't know what's going on there. I get more life out of Wild Growth Walker, but I could always Viv. So I'm going to play the Wild Growth Walker here. Wait for the counter. If they counter this, they can't counter Viv. We're going to bring in the Jade Light Ranger. Wait for the counter. They just don't have it. They've had plenty of opportunities to counter it if they had it. That's fine. Puts me back up to 20. My card advantage at this point is just way too high. Opponent can still win. They could... whatever the Ego Mask is. I can come and tap this one. I'm going to swing in with Can't? Yeah, can't. Okay, we're good here. Okay, there's a Dream Eater. It's gonna make me put my Wild Growth Walker back to hand. It's not a problem at all. In fact, I'm not even gonna eat it with. Well, actually, they're tapped out now, so now's my time to eat it with Viv. Not getting anything good with the surveillance. Well, that we know of. Excuse me, they put 2 land in the graveyard. I'm okay with all this. Oh, they're not tapped out. That was my turn. I forgot. Flash! That's fine. I can eat 4 damage. Alright. Woodland Cemetery. We're going to try to bring in the Walker again. Give the opponent an opportunity to counter. I don't want them to counter the That's what it is. There's the counter. Good. They see the Viv in my hand and they're waiting, but maybe that last one is the counter that they've been saving for Viv. I'm not too concerned here. Eldest Reborn seems like a really good use of that card here. We have options. We have a Jade Light Ranger. I'm going to bring in the Swamp. I'm going to bring in Viv. No counter. No counter. I could take out the Flyer, but why bother? There's no counter, so we're going to see what we can get here. Just a Forest, because I don't have the mana to play anything else. Jade Light Ranger raises the stakes. Swamp, and Overgrown Tomb. Good. Now we've got some discard fodder. Not sure what my opponent's going to get out of the graveyard with the Eldest Reborn. Maybe another. Well, if I don't kill the Dream Eater, I can't get the Dream Eater out of my graveyard. Probably a Doom Whisperer. I'm not too concerned about that. I can just kill it with that. Casting down, okay. Bit of an oversight. They can swing in toward Viv here. That was a mistake on my part.
I've seen squirrels hit harder.
There's Carnage Tyrant. Almost doesn't matter. I'm gonna buff this
the
up.
The wilds are my shield.
Jade Light Ranger. We're going to play the Carnage Tyrant. Heavy counter. Play a land for giggles, I guess. We're gonna swing in. Jade Light Ranger. Chupacabra on top of the library, that's fine. Pretty sure this one's ours, there's no guarantee, but we're gonna see what we can come up with. Eldest Reborn is going to get back a Doom Whisperer. Opponent's gonna want to take out Viv this turn, which means they're not hitting my face. You have to take out the Viv, and the opponent knows there's a Chupacabra on top. This can't be counter, because if it is counter, they would have countered something by now. So we know that it's not counter in hand. They might think, they might want to try to bluff that way, but here's a Chupacabra. That's the concession, that's all it takes. Wow, okay. Climbing is slow, but we're gonna get there. Thank you. I do try. There's no guarantee that it's ever gonna work, but I do try. Okay. 2 Rangers. We have the land that we need for them. If they don't kill the Walker, we could have a fun first couple turns. You want to see what they do? We're up against Boros, so they have access to... It might also be Jeskai, but if it's Boros, they have access to the Deafening Clarion on turn 3, which could kind of wreck my day. Unless I get Unless I start fueling up my wild growth walker before then. They don't really have access to mana ramp in Boros, but they will hit turn 3 before I hit turn 3, because that's how that works. Goblin Instigator, they're probably going a bit more aggressive than that sort of thing, though. So we're going to bring this in, going to bring in the Wild Growth Walker. Worst case scenario, looks like we're on pace to have Viv turn 5. I'm okay with that, too. Slowly but surely, we're going to get there. There's the Boros Challenger, which means it wasn't a deafening Clarion. Alright, time to gain some life. Here's the Jade Light Ranger. Gain some life, buff the dude. Vraska's Contempt can stay on top. Does have Mentor? Probably. It's not too exciting, though. They can't... I'll swing, because if they can't kill it, and whatever they attack, what Blockwood dies. It's just 3 life. Alright, I have the Chupacabra. They bring in something scary, like Aurelia, for example. We Chupacabra it. Very scary. Nope, no thanks. Okay. We're gonna bring in the Chupacabra here. Takes out Aurelia. And I will all swing. I don't mind losing the Jade Light Ranger. I have another one in hand. Okay, opponent down to 10. We're in good shape here. 5 mana on the opponent's side of the board. See what they do with it. Boros Challenger again. I'm not too concerned because that only has Mentor on a 2-cost or 2-power creature, so they can only make things so big. I don't feel the need to block here. I can gain some life. I'm going to get a good swing next turn. History of Benalia. Pop out the Knights. That's okay. Okay, we have a cast down. I'm going to bring in the Jade Light Ranger. And we're actually going to cast down... I don't need elves right now. Forest is fine. We're going to cast down the Boros Challenger here. 1 fewer blocker. And we're going to swing in for... Probably not going to hit for more than 2, depending on how the blocks go. Nope, okay. 4 life. Opponent's going to pop out another Knight. They're already 2/2s, so they can't be buffed by the Challenger. We're probably going to Vraska's Contempt something next turn, just so we can get in there for damage. If the opponent swings here, they lose for sure. If they don't swing here, they might lose anyway. Okay. I'm going to bring in the Forest. I have access to 6 mana. I'm going to Contempt one of these Knights here, just one less thing to deal with. And I'm just going to swing all in. Opponent can take out my Jade Light Ranger if they have... Yeah, that's the concession. That's all it took. Okay. Slowly but surely we're going to get there. We're halfway through Plat Tier 3. We are really pushing it today. The reason we're pushing it so hard in Ranked today rather than a couple days ago I was playing some fun decks, playing some other fun weird formats and events, is because I did the math. I really only have 17 days left before the entire meta changes, and right now I think I have a pretty good grasp of the current meta. I don't like not having a Forest. We're on the draw. I feel okay with this. So I know 17 days might feel like a really long time, but I really do want to hit Mythic, and I want to hit Mythic before we the whole meta changes, because that'll give me time. That'll give me essentially the last half of January to learn what the game feels like with Ravnica Allegiance in it, and I will already at that point have hit Mythic, so I'm not too concerned there. That's my strat. Okay, have to play a Forest here if I want to play a Jade Light Ranger, which I think I do. I like sculpting the top of the deck. Opponent doesn't have anything scary yet. If they start popping out drakes, we're going to want a Chupacabra. They already have 3 things in the graveyard. So those drakes are already going to be of decent size. Hey, look, it's a drake. Alright. Going to bring this in, and we're going to play the Jade Light Ranger. Hopefully that gets sufficiently big. Land is fine, actually. I have to discard a card, though. It's going to be the slow land. Alright, next turn, I can safely Chupacabra here. We're going to want to do a little bit better, though. Thankfully, it's not another Drake. Once those start popping down, boom, 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 starts to get a little bit of trouble. But 2 mana, Goblin Electromancer, maybe? No, just Shock. That's fine. You didn't need Trample. You just wanted to draw a card, I guess. Make it a little bit bigger. It's okay. We can bring in the Woodland Cemetery here and the Ravenous Chupacabra. Takes care of your flyer and we move it along. Now I do still have a Vraska's Contempt in hand, which is important for when they drop the Miz. Or the Miz, what? Yeah, I guess Niv Mizzet on turn 6. Provided they hit their land drops. They're drawing enough cards, they should hit their land drops. There's another Enigma Drake. I don't actually want to target this with the Vraska's Contempt, but I really do have to. Ah, I can cast it down. Thankfully, I drew that just in time. So we're going to cast down here. Save Vraska's Contempt for the Niv Mizzet, which is essentially inevitable next turn. Unless they don't draw it, but they've been scrying pretty hard, and they just put one on top, so that's the thing that they'll want. We're going to bring in the Midnight Reaper. I think some of my creatures might start dying soon. And I'd like a bit of card advantage from that. Okay, there's the 6th land. Do we have Niv? We have a Beacon Bolt. That is not Niv Mizzet. Jade Light Ranger on top. Wild Growth Walker, almost couldn't ask for anything better. Here's the Jade Light Ranger. Viv's on top, she's going to stay there. We're going to swing in for 2. Alright, still saving this Vraska's Contempt for Niv Mizzet. Vivian also can take care of Niv. I think the opponent's probably going to want to wait until they have 7 land up so they can dive down and protect Niv. There's a Beacon Bolt. I don't think they've got it. I don't think that's what that last card is. I think we're kind of in the clear here. Wild Growth Walker is going to get real big in half a second. So here's the Branch Walker. We already drew Viv. Good. I want to draw land. Now I don't want to draw land. What I want to do is I want to have a Doom Whisperer on top. I don't need a Wild Growth Walker right now. I'll take a Seeker Squire because it's fuel. And we're going to swing in for 8. Opponent's in a real tight spot. So we're going to see how they can pull out of this one. Crackling Drake, okay. Alright, maybe that's something in there in the hand that can give that hexproof, but I don't think I lose here. They block the 6/8, and I still get 8 damage through. I think I just win. Beacon Bolt, the big guy. Wow, okay. So we're gonna Vraska's Contempt this guy here. Now I see what's in hand, nothing to take care of it, so we just win. Good game. We did it. Okay. The trouble is, if you've got the answers, then you have the answers. Okay, Beyond Memphis, have a fantastic stream. What are we playing today on your stream? Let me push the button, try to head over there. More, is it more arena? Heroes of Hammerwatch, that one's retired. Yeah, you play some Arena. 7 Days to Die. Nice. Hearthstone, only when you request Plague Law. Fun. Why am I not following you? Solve that problem. Nice. Nice. All right. Well, after my stream is done, I get done around 6. If you're still on, you're going to be my raid if there's anybody worth raiding. Worst case, I'll I mean, if I have anybody. I'm currently at 3 viewers. No point raiding with 3 viewers. And you're one of them. So, if I have any viewers though, you'll get the raid and you'll probably get the host as well afterwards. So have a fantastic stream, and I'll see you next time you come around. Alrighty, let's jump back in. Good beans. Happy New Year. Have a wonderful and safe 2019. And I'll see you on the other side. Wow, I just saw the statistic. Over 347 million games have been played in Magic the Gathering Arena just since the start of open beta. This is an okay starting hand. I would like a second swamp is what I would like. We didn't get it that turn, that's okay. I think we're going to bring in the Squire because it dies a little less easily. We might be in the, or probably in the mirror match. Yeah, this is the mirror match, so definitely bring in the Squire. It dies less easily to other things. Okay. We got some land. Starting in with the Jade Light. Druid of the Cowl. Okay, so it's not an exact mirror match. They don't run exactly what I do. We're going to bring in the Forest here. We're going to bring in the Elves. And we're going to bring in the Branch Walker. And we're going to hope we get another land. Even if we don't, though, I think we could still Viv turn 4. Yeah, we can Viv turn 4 here. Viv turn 4 is a bit daunting. Of course, my opponent can Vraska this upcoming turn. So I might want to Contempt instead. Oh, they didn't Vraska. Okay. I'll block. Yeah. Hold on now. What are we doing? You two? Yeah, I'll block with you two. Saves me taking care of the board state later. I'll bring in Viv. Gotta get that card advantage.
You can't stop nature.
Yeah, I'll take a Wild Growth Walker. Now my opponent knows I have fuel. Okay, Vraska's Contempt. Could have seen that coming. Not a big deal. Alright, there's a Chupacabra. I'm going to play this. It's going to enter. Tapped is fine. I'm going to play the Wild Growth Walker and then the Merfolk Branch Walker. Just make it a little bit bigger. Okay, more land is fine. And we're going to swing in with the Elves because we got another land. Probably going to play the Midnight Reaper. Save a Contempt for Vraska if we get there. Okay, Midnight Reaper of their own. That's fine. I'm going to Midnight Reaper of my own. I'm going to bring in a Jade Light Ranger here. Going to pump that up to 6. Opponent can't beat 6, I don't think. So I'm going to swing in with my 4 here. Can't kill it. They could take some cards if they wanted, but they didn't. If they Finality here, first of all, it doesn't kill my Wild Growth Walker, and I get a lot more cards than they do. Okay, going to kill my Wild Growth Walker. That's perfectly fine. I get a card. I could always find it back, which I might do. There's some elves. There's a Doom Whisperer. I'm gonna contempt. Gonna contempt Vraska here. And I'm going to find back my Wild Growth Walker and my Seeker Squire. I don't feel bad about that. I'm going to swing in with nothing. I'm going to kind of wait for my opponent to play Finality here. Because I'm not going to do it. Karn, Scion of Urza. We're going to have to take care of Karn. Pretty sure we can. Just popped out a dude. Karn is essentially just card advantage incarnate. Haha. Oh gosh, that was cheesy. Card, yep. Card advantage incarnate. And, didn't use it for that. That's weird. This card art is about as sci-fi as Magic gets. Memorial to Folly bringing back the Carnity? No, Druid of the Cowl for some reason. Alright, we're going to bring in the Overgrown Tomb. How much mana do I need / want? 4. I would have 6. I would have 7. I have 7. I would have 8. I'm going to pay the life. I'm going to double Chupacabra here, I think. I'm going to kill you first. Boom. Takes care of that. Not really afraid of my opponent having access to mana at this point. With a Druid of the Cowl just got Memorial to Folly, I think the opponent's pretty desperate. So we're going to swing with all of these. And we're going to see what they block. I'm actually going to swing this one to the... Well, no, I want to do... Well... Yeah, we're going to swing all these. It doesn't really matter. I just like to take care of Karn. That's okay. I was anticipating that was going to happen. I draw a card. Unfortunately, that puts me in a position where my opponent can now Finality safely. So maybe that was not the best play. Yeah, the opponent can Finality safely here. Carney T. Yeah, I don't have my Detection Tower. Thankfully, they didn't have Finality. So we're going to play the Wild Growth Walker. And my opponent has gone tall, but I can go wide. I've been wide before. Merfolk Branch Walker, we can keep it on top. And I'm just going to bring in a Doom Whisperer. I don't see any reason not to. I'm going to swing with everything. Because I want to get around my opponent here. Because right now we're wide. I'd like to do as good as we can. Staying wide. I can block my Carnage Tyrant with my Doom Whisperer, and then I'm still up. That's a concession. That was all it took. Okay. Wow. Alright, one more win gets us there, but I'm afraid I do need to take just one brief break. So I'm going to do that. I'll be right back in one moment. This is actually a pretty okay hand. I would like some more land, but we can ramp pretty decently here, so I'm okay. Forest Elves. I would like another black mana so I can get access to the Chupacabra, but we'll see what we're up against. Green Elves, probably the mirror match. Maybe more mirrory than I know. I'm gonna bring in the Memorial to Folly, and the other elves. No attackers. Thrashing Brontodon, not super mirrory anymore. But I am going to bring in the Ravenous Chupacabra here. Trying to keep up tempo. Swinging for one. We're doing good on mana. If we draw Carney T, we could actually play it turn 4. Turn 4 Carnage Tyrant's going to be a bit hard to deal with. Turn 4 Viv is the next best thing. Alright, why don't you grab us a Carnage Tyrant,
No
Viv?
one knows the wilds like I do.
Couple reasons why. Okay, we're going to take the Jade Light Ranger. And no attacks. Thorn Lieutenant. Okay. Definitely not the mirror match. Sure. Have to save Viv here. I guess I didn't have to now that I have another one, but we're gonna see if we can get off the top. If it's Carney T, we bring it in. And it is, so we do. Alright, now I don't believe the opponent has any answers for this. They probably don't run any detection tower. They probably just have to hope that I swing in with it. Oh, well, Carnage Tyrant is an answer to Carnage Tyrant in a manner of speaking. Sure.
You can't stop nature.
Bringing in a swamp. Unfortunately for my opponent, I do have the detection tower. And that allows me to just Vraska's Contempt the Carnage Tyrant. And solve that problem outright. No attacks. The reason there's no attacks is my opponent's going to have to swing all in here if they don't want me to get that emblem. Is that direct damage? No. Alright, well, here's that emblem. My dudes are indestructible now.
You should see the look on your face right now.
I only have access to 1 green mana, which is kind of... Oh, no, I have Llanowar Elves. Never mind. If I didn't have the elves, that would be kind of problematic, but I do have the elves. They have Vigilance, too. Yeah. Vigilance, indestructible. I don't know why my opponent hasn't conceded yet. Pretty sure this one's mine, so we swing all in. I mean, the game was over when I played the ult. Once you get Viv's ultimate, it's all over. I feel a little bit bad. This opponent seems like they might be new. Blocking the trample dude with the elves. Making it bigger before swinging with it. Opponent might be new. Or maybe they come from Hearthstone. In any case, my dudes are indestructible for the rest of the game. Good game. Here's Doom Whisperer. Folk Branch Walker. Trade Light Ranger's fine. Swing all because I have Vigilance. And I think that gets us into Platinum Tier 2. That took us there. Alright folks, we did it. Platinum Tier 2. New rank. Okay, we're actually making quite a lot of progress, a bit more progress than I had anticipated today. I'm not going to slow down because right now, as I'm speaking, it is New Year's Eve. Happy 2019, everybody, although it is probably well into 2019 by the time you're seeing this video, if you're watching it on YouTube, if you're live on the stream. Happy New Year's. Have a wonderful 2019. I want to make sure that I get to Mythic.